What's up, everybody? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about bug out bags. Let's see, this thing's coming in 19.9 pounds. Alright. It's the first video I ever made, so bear with me. I've just been seeing this a lot lately. I wanted to show you guys what I put together and see how this goes. Maybe I'll upload some more. Alright, to start off here, I got a 25 kilonewton carabiner, so it can hold your weight, with a pair of mechanics impact gloves, BPS knife, with a leather sheath, razor sharp, 90-degree spine, perfect for striking a ferro rod. Ferro rod's right here, it comes with it as well. I have a solar powered battery bank. You can see it's charging now. It takes USB cords on here. I got some pepper spray that I got online from Amazon. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand, but not all situations have to be handled with lethal force, and if the rule of law is still in place, you might want to make sure you have a less lethal option. So then I got a flashlight on here. Purchased this on Amazon for $10. It's pretty bright. I think it's 600 lumens, 3 light modes, USB rechargeable. Then also on here I have this little pair of scissors. They're pretty nice. I purchased them on Temu for $4 actually. I was really surprised that they cut really good. I got some zip cups here, a couple sets on the outside, quick and easy to get to. I have a Mora knife, just a 511, brand new, never used, for $10, dude. You gotta have one of those on the side as an extra. There's a pry bar to get into things. We'll go ahead and get into this first pouch here. It's a Maxpedition bag, by the way. I would never pay $160 for this like they ask sometimes, but I got this on Amazon for $60 with a clickable coupon, so I couldn't pass it up. Inside here, we have a little cover. Goes on the end of this flashlight here. Turns it into like a lantern style light. Pretty cool. This, we're talking about unexpected times here. We don't know what we're going to be getting into, so I got a nice lockpick set to throw in this bag here. It's by Covert Instruments. It's magnetic on the back too, so this will stick up on a door or something and let the picks come down and you'll be able to see what's going on. I got a windproof lighter in here. It's a torch, it's adjustable, has a lock so that way you can't let the fluid out. I got a big thick 1.3 millimeter pencil here with some lead refills over here. Regular pen, quick to get to Propel water, a couple of 5-hour energies in here. I got some honey stinger waffles for quick, easy food to eat. Another one of them. I got some jerky. Regular old clipper lighter. I like these clippers because they're refillable and just as good as a Bic, but this piece actually pops out and you can replace the flint right inside of there too, so that's pretty cool. What else do we got in here? Some sunscreen and some chapstick. Another 5-hour energy. That's good. These are nice for hygiene because hygiene's important. They're little paper soap sheets. All you do is add water to this and wash your hands. It's pretty nice and convenient. These are pace beads, so you can track how far you've gone and how many steps you've taken. Inside of here, I got a bunch of chargers. In case I do have power, it makes sense to have this stuff with you. Some batteries for the flashlight because it takes those as well. Some earplugs. I'll let you use your imagination on what those are for there. I got a backup ferro rod just in case. I like to have multiple ways to do things, man. You know, redundancy is key in situations like this. On to the next pouch. Got some masks, the hospital grade. This is a Zippo Fire Steel. It's about 20 bucks on Amazon. Comes with a nice rod, nice striker. They shoot some quality sparks off. If I wasn't holding the phone with one hand, I would show this to you guys. I'm still new to this YouTube stuff. Got some deodorant wipes to help yourself stay clean and keep up with your hygiene. I got some lighter fluid there to help with the fire. Also for my Zippo lighter, doesn't have fluid in it right now because it evaporates, but I'm going to change that. This is just a little bottle of Flints to help keep it going. Some backup cotton, a new wick, and a new plug for the lighter. Inside here, we got some moleskin. Stop the blisters before they happen. We got this little knife in here from Temu, actually. It's only about $3. It takes scalpel blades, so they're super duper sharp. Good for filleting fish or cutting anything I might need to cut. And the replacement blades, I got a whole bunch of them in here. And the whole thing only cost me about $4. Inside here is some fire tape. This helps start a fire and get it going. This little container could make about 400 fires if you do it right. It's pretty awesome. This tape right here, it's Gorilla Tape, 1 inch by 30 feet. This stuff's about $4. It's awesome, man. One of the best tapes I've ever used. I got some an emergency candle, some fishing line, and some hooks. This is liquid bandage, so if you get a cut or something, you can just take this out. It has like a little brush in there. You can put some on yourself and not have to worry about bleeding or pulling out a big first aid kit. This is like a flare. It helps light the fire. You just pop the top off, strike it on there. You're guaranteed to get a fire going with this thing. I keep it just in case there's like wet weather or something. It's made by Orion. They're pretty good quality. I got a spork in here. I think that's it for this pouch. I have a Maxpedition dump pouch on here also, so this unrolls and it's a dump bag in case you gotta pick some stuff up or put some stuff in there. It rolls back up into here nice and easy. Let's see, where are the zips on here? Oh, I got a Sunto compass on here. Pretty accurate, not too expensive, but it gets the job done. Inside the main pocket of this pack, we'll start over here. So I got some vacuum sealed honey stinger waffles. There's about 10 of them in there. I have a Right in the Rain notebook, pretty decent size. It's pretty good. Got a couple glow sticks, get some extra light at night. I do have a contractor bag in here. They're pretty thick, they do a nice job. A couple emergency blankets, help trap the heat in, so I gotta make a shelter. Some individual wet wipes, they're pretty good. This is if you're in a car or in a vehicle. It's an emergency urinal. Basically there's powder in here if you have to go to the bathroom. This just zips up and you seal it up, and then it turns everything to a gel and you're good to go. I got a couple meals in here. Mountain House, fettuccine alfredo, scrambled eggs with bacon, some wool socks. This is pretty cool. This is a paracord holder. Comes with a cutter and a spot to hold the rope. And down underneath here, if you give me a second, pop this guy off. There's actually a slot down inside of here that holds a Bic lighter. So I got an extra lighter in there just to help make sure I have another way to get fire going. This is a rain poncho here. It's pretty nice. I got it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Microfiber cloth, wash your face, wash your body, wash whatever. Dry your hands, dry some gear. They're cheap, they work great. I have a bandage here. They're pretty legit. They work really well. They're good for big serious wounds. More zip ties inside of here. Never hurts to have them. Can lash things together. Do whatever you need to do with that. I got a tourniquet here from Rhino Rescue. You don't want to keep these in the plastic. You want to open them up. You want to set them up so that way if you need to use it on yourself or somebody else, when the time that you have the injury comes, that's not the time to learn how to do this. You need to do it prior to, get some experience, know what's going on, make sure you're able to apply this, because it could be the difference between life and death. It's serious, man. Just take 10 minutes, watch a couple videos, figure out how to use it. I know these are made in China. They're not North American Rescue, whatever. I've put this thing on a 2x4 and I've cranked this thing down so hard I put a breaker bar on the end of this and I could not snap this windlass. Good enough for me. I'm going to trust it. I know plenty of people that have trusted them. They work good. You know, you do you, I'll do me. That's why it's my bag, not yours. And if you want to get a better one, go for it. But this is good enough for me. I mean, honestly. And then I got my Grail water bottle here. It's pretty cool. For those of you that haven't seen this and don't know, give me 1 second here. Ugh. So it has a filter on the bottom, container here, cup here. There's a fill line inside of here, right there if you can see it. You want to fill it up to that line. Take this container, take your bottle, dirty water in the bottom, push this over, push it down, fills it up with clean water. Way you go. No fire, no boiling, everything. This is a purifier, not just a filter, so it does take out everything that's in the water, including viruses, bacteria, chemicals, all that. They are pricey. I get it. It was a lot to spend on a bottle, and I had other methods, and I didn't think that I wanted to spend that much money, but I did. And then not only did I do it then, but I bought another one, and then I have another one in my truck. So I mean, with that being said, almost $300 in just water bottles. Take my word for it if you want to, but I wouldn't have spent that kind of money if I didn't truly believe in the product. It's great. But this thing's pretty cool. They didn't have like a single walled stainless cup that fit these bottles, really. And then Dave Canterbury teamed up with Grail, the Pathfinder school, and he made this nesting cup, which is pretty cool because this container in the bottom that fills up the water, there's no way to like lower that into a stream or keep it attached to anything, or you know, if you can't get to the water source, you're kind of SOL. But with this type of container, having these batwing handles on it, and then you get yourself some rope, you know, you could lower this 20-30 feet down into a ravine, fill it up with water, pull it back up, dump it into there, and then you're good to go. This does have measurements on it. You can cook with it on a fire. It is a pretty decent sized pot. It also comes with a lid on here. You can pour liquids out of it. It goes right on top. It's a nice little kit. You know, it's everything that you need to have an on-the-go water system. It's not my only method, but it is one of the ones that I prefer to use whenever we're talking about being quick and convenient. Let me just pull this stuff out of here, show you what I got going on. These are more Propel packets. Electrolytes are good on the go. Dump one of them into that bottle, you know, and you're on your way. This is made by Honey Stinger as well, just like the waffles from earlier. This is a caffeine gel, so you just eat this real quick. It's like a strawberry kiwi flavored honey type stuff inside of here, but it gives you a little boost of energy and wakes you up. I got some individual Purell packets inside here. You just crack them open on the back, squeeze it, and you got some hand sanitizer, a couple good strong band-aids, some butt wipes for whenever you gotta take care of business, some liquid IV, another Honey Stinger. This is portable toilet paper tabs. You just add water to them and away you go. They expand. They're like the size of baby wipes, but they're like 3 or 4 times as strong, dude. These things are great. I got some more chapstick in here, Vaseline. You could even use this with one of these and make some fire starters if you really needed to. This is a cool company. It's a Noon Hydration. So what's inside of here? It's strawberry melon, but there's 12 tablets. It has electrolytes, vitamins, minerals, all the stuff you need. You just add it into some water and away you go. These are bigger towel versions of these, so it's good to have just in case you need to wipe your hands and stuff. And like I said, this isn't like everything that you need, and I totally understand that. This is just where I'm at with a kit right now. I haven't made a lot of videos, but I have seen a lot of them, and I figured, you know, I'd take the time to throw my hat into the ring here and show you guys what else I got going on. If this video does well, I plan to make more and show some more content for you guys. I do also have like a hydration bladder inside of here that runs through, but it's not like a camelback. It's actually, give me 1 second, sorry about the view, guys. It's made by Hydra Pack, and it actually takes like the regular camelback fittings, but in here there's a membrane, and it just pops right off. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Nope. So this pops right off, and this is like a Sawyer filter or a Life Straw or whatever. This makes whatever water you put into this container drinkable straight through here, and it's already filtered when it comes back out to me. So you just pop this in with the regular camelback connections. That pops into there. This piece, regular fitting, it pops right into the top like that. This has a super duper strong seal. You flip it over on itself, slide this over top. This can take over 400 pounds of pressure from Hydra Pack. I've actually watched somebody drive a car up and over it, and it didn't leak. So I'm pretty confident that that's a pretty decent setup there. But like I said, this is just one of, you know, many packs and many items. But I mean, come on guys, that's a lot of shit to have in this pack and be under 20 pounds. You know, I have plenty more stuff where that came from. Walk over here, give you a little sneak peek. You know, we got stuff for days, guys. So let me know if you want to have any more videos up. You want me to make any more content for you guys. Be more than happy to. Let's try and like and subscribe, grow this channel. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.